You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Suits you. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Harry's wife is a narcissist. Catherine, Princess of Wales, is an empath. It's useful from time to time to undertake a comparison between the two so that you can see the different ways that they behave in relation to similar subjects. Fashion is one of those subjects. Harry's wife, because of the delusion that is created by her narcissism, believes herself to be a fashion icon. She is blinded to the fact that much of the time, not always, but much of the time, what she wears doesn't suit her and is ill-fitting. One only has to look at Kermit Goes to Church, Emoji Poo Hat, Tent by Army Surplus, Zebra Crossing by Grift, Horse Blanket, Patricia Bouquet's Settee Cover, Teacup by Royal Doulton, Chairman Mao Does New York, The Bouncing Berry of Harlem, One of Our Jowers is Missing, and naturally, Overripe Burst Tomato Lady, to see the numerous fashion faux pas that Harry's wife is engaged in. She travelled to the Harry's Wife Games stating that she didn't have a stylist, probably as a consequence of increased financial pressure, but also because Harry's wife knows best. She, of course, is a shining example of fashion and beauty and doesn't need the input of others to tell her what to wear. What's also noticeable with Harry's wife is that it's always important for her to let us all know what she's wearing and who it's been designed by. That she wears expensive jewellery, that she turns up to read to children wearing clothing that's hugely expensive even though they're in poverty. This, of course, is demonstrative of the absence of emotional empathy. But her necessity of showing off certain pieces of clothing, which invariably don't fit her, is done in order to triangulate people with the clothing for the purposes of prompting a reaction, thus gaining her fuel, but also looking at opportunities to merchandise off the back of it for the purposes of a residual benefit. Contrast that with the behaviour of the Princess of Wales. Invariably immaculately turned out, and, as of late, has been wearing suits more often. And as you can see from the thumbnail, there are a selection of them which shows her slick sartorial identity. Interestingly, Hello is one that has picked up on this and posed the question, why does Princess Kate keep wearing suits? They write, as per Sweet Georgia Brown, the Princess of Wales has looked nothing short of immaculate since returning to royal appointments following her summer break. Yet as a new era of her senior royal career begins, 1 year on from the late Queen Elizabeth II's death, royal watchers can't help but notice the wife of Prince William's unexplained shift in style. In September alone, Princess Kate stepped out in 7 tailored suits. But notice, during September and those 7 suits, we weren't treated to a blast of who the designers were. We weren't frequently advised as to where you can get this outfit. She wore them because they made her look good, but her focus is on what? Duty. Catherine's focus is on turning up, performing the relevant duty, whether it's meeting people, talking to them about their experiences, providing a speech, listening to people when they talk about what they do. She doesn't make it about her. Naturally, many eyes are going to be on her. She's the Princess of Wales, and she's an attractive woman, and she dresses stylishly. She recognises that she's attractive also, and ensures that she keeps herself in an attractive form, eating well, exercising. We all saw those toned thighs when she was engaging in playing tennis at Wimbledon. Contrast that with the chicken legs of Harry's wife. But the point is that when the Princess of Wales turns up to an event, she's governed not by the need to pursue control, fuel, character traits and residual benefits because she is not a narcissist. She is governed by her emotional empathy. And that causes her to make the event about other people and not about her. Were she have to attended the Düsseldorf Games, she wouldn't turned it into a fashion show like Harry's wife did. She would have turned up, be supportive of the event, meet people, talk to them, look good. Naturally, nobody wants a princess to look like she's been dragged through a hedge backwards. But the point is, the clothing comes second to the event, whereas with Harry's wife, the event comes second to the clothing. The clothing comes first because of two things. One, Harry's wife uses it as a means to triangulate people to get to the prime aims. Two, the clothing in itself is utilised for the purpose of merchandising. Also, bear in mind, Harry's wife has nothing really to offer. She's boring, dull, talent-free, vacuous. Whereas with the Princess of Wales, while she has not exactly come from a world-defining career, what she has done is recognise that her role is to listen, to participate, to be supportive, and she has embraced that role wholeheartedly. She recognises that she is not there to be the star of the show, but there to be supportive to whatever cause. That is the nature of service. And her emotional empathy assists her in doing this by according her respect, cooperation, patience, deference to people in order to enable her to turn up and make the event the star with the clothes coming second. Hello continues by explaining, while the royals' penchant for power dressing is nothing new, her consistently polished and undeniably corporate aesthetic is a major departure from her eclectic dressing over the summer. Hello called on royal style expert Miranda Holder to help explain the real reason behind the Princess of Wales's office-approved workwear repeats. Princess Kate's image has definitely taken on a more business-like feel ever since she became the Princess of Wales, her more serious wardrobe reflecting the gravitas of her heavyweight role within the firm, explains Miranda. Notice again, it's about the role and not about the clothing. The clothing supports the role. Contrast that with Harry's wife. Princess Kate's gradual shift from stylish girl next door to sartorial maven is all part of the gradual positioning of her role, Miranda added. She has literally been rebranded in line with her new level of authority as the Princess of Wales and her position as our future queen. Echoing that sentiment, the palace revealed they would stop crediting designers for the royals' outfits, with the exception of particularly special occasions, in a bid to refocus the nation's gaze towards Kate's work. That is a complete contrast with Harry's wife. Now they're making it more than ever about the work and not the clothing, whereas with Harry's wife, it's always about the clothing and not the work. A useful example of the way that an empathic person dresses and the way that those dresses are used to contrast with the way that a narcissist behaves in relation to her various fashion disasters. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.